Hello and welcome. Let's take a look at the application that we will create. As you can see, this is the home page. We have a list of prompts and a list of contacts and a form so the user can send a message using AI. The user can choose a prompt from here and also a contact from here and send the message. Okay, let's for example choose this prompt and also this contact. And as you can see, we have here the contact and the prompt. And we have here friend names. The friend name will be replaced by this contact name. And once the user clicks on submit button, so we'll send a grateful message to thank the contact that the user has chosen. Let's check our email inbox. As you can see here, we have AI message and we have here the email. Thank you so much for advice you reached with me. Okay, so this is the email that we have sent to our contact, and this is his email. And we will use Mailtrap to send emails, and also we will use Hugging Face to use the AI. Okay, you can create an account for free and they give you 10 cents as you can see here. So you can use it, and as you can see, I created the project and also I tested the project and I still have my 10 cents here, only 0.01 that I have consumed. So this 10 cents is enough to create this project. Okay, and also we'll use Laravel 13. I have already created a new project. When you create your project, choose no starter kit and also choose best. And here, do you want to install Laravel Boost? Choose no, so we don't use it. And for the database, I have chosen SQLite. And that's all. Okay. And once done, you can open your project. Let's move to the projects here and open it using VS Code. Okay. And let's start coding our application. Let's close this. So this is the projects that we have created. Let's start creating our models and migrations. So the first model that we need is the contact. So PHP artisan make model, let's call it contact, and we need also the migration. What else we need? We need also the prompts, so we can add prompts. And I forgot to tell you that we also add prompts. As you can see here, we can add a contact. So I have closed the server. That's why we can't see the form. So we can add a contact and also add prompts. Okay, so I forgot to show you this. Let's go back to our projects. We have, as I said, prompt and contact. Let's check our database migrations. Where is the contact? So here is the contact. What we have inside this table? We have two fields, one for the name and one for one for the name and one for the email. Okay, and that's all. Let's go to the second one. Second one is the prompts, and the prompts I think we have only one field, which is the text. So let's change the type here. Let's make it text, and here also we can, let's name it prompt text. Okay, and save. And that's all. We have only one field. Or let's name it only prompt. So I think prompt is better than prompt text. And that's all. So let's migrate our migrations. Let's move to our terminal, clean the terminal, PHP artisan, migrate and hit enter. And we are done. Next, what we need, let's first create our controllers. Let's create the contact controller and also PHP artisan make controller. And let's call it contact controller. And we need another one for the prompt. And that's all. Let's move to our contact controller. So here what we need, first we have, let's add first function, this function that will list all contacts. So let's define our function. This function will get all contacts and also we need all the prompts. Let's add here contacts. It gets the contact and we get all, or we use the model contact and we get all. Same thing for the prompts. So here prompts and here prompts. And let's add also here and prompts. So we list all contacts and prompts. Next, what we need to return the view that we will create later. And this view is the home page. And we need to send contacts and also the prompts. Okay, and we need to import the models. We have the first one, so we can use app models contact, and same thing for the prompt. Next, what we have second function. This one will display the form. So the form to create a contact, display add form contact. And here we add public function create and we return the view, and view will be inside contacts dot create. And here we can add also, let's add another one. So this one will be for storing the new contact. So here let's add store new contact and let's name it store. And here we need to use the request so we can validate the data. And here we use the request and we call the method which is validate, and we validate the name, and name we want it to be required, and what else, max of 255, and we need also email, and email required max, let's give it 100, and we need it to be unique inside the contacts. Okay, so the contacts table. Next, what we need, so here email required max 100 unique contacts. Next, what we have, we need to create a new contact. So we use the model, create, and we give it the request, or let's do something. We can define here. Okay, we can use the requests. So we have let's do something. So I don't want to use all, because all is not safe. So since we did not add the class that validates the fields, we can't access the request validated. Okay, we can do something. Let's use it like this. The old way of doing star. So here we can add, where is the row? We can add name. You can add the class to validated data and move this validation and use request validated here instead of request name and request email, which is the old way of storing the data. So let's change it to email. And what is next? Next, we need to return the user to the routes, which is the home that we will add later. And we send also success message, repeat success. And here we tell our user that his contact added successfully, and that's all. So this brown line, just we don't have this routes and also the views. So let's move to the final function. This one will so here when we choose, as we have seen, so let's go back to our, so here when we choose prompt or contacts, we will store them inside our session. So we need to add a function that will choose a contact, and this function we give it a name. Let's name it choose contact, and we need a contact, and we will get the contact here. And once we have the contact, so as I told you, we set its session and we put inside our session, we put the contact name and we give it the contact that we have received here, name. Okay, and once stored inside session, we return back, and that's all. Okay, so these are all the functions that we need for our contact controller. We have index, we get the contacts and prompts. We have create, we display the form, we have what else, store, we validate and we store the data, and we have the return to route with the message, and finally we have the choose contact. Now let's move to our prompts controller, and we will use almost the same. Let's copy what we have here and paste it inside our prompt. So here we paste everything. So here we don't get all the prompts because we have already done this inside our contact controller. Next, we display add form prompt, or add display add prompt form. Okay, I think it's better. Let's go to our contact. Same thing here, display add contact form. Next, what we have, so here let's change it to prompts, prompts with S. Next,